So this time we are doing a quick exploration and navigation guide on Starlit Cove, which is a bit more of a tougher location than Endless Canyon. With what tools we usually get there with. So we are going to be using the technique we learned at the end of Endless Canyon to give ourselves some advantage. So it's best that people are already aware of the technique that we learned at the end of Endless Canyon. And after we explore the Starlit Cove normally using whatever techniques we already know, we'll use the knowledge available to us at the end of Endless Canyon to get a better look at Starlit Cove and the final area inside the islet in Starlit Cove. So that's what we are planning to do. This first section will quickly look at the route that's fastest to reach Starlit Cove and also how to get the artifact easily on the way to Starlit Cove. This might be useful because we might be dying a lot in Starlit Cove unless if we are trying the navigation for the first time. So you can use this path if that's beneficial for trying it out yourself. Make sure you don't walk into ghost matter here, and you're gonna use this artifact to take us to use in the Starlit Cove, and we can skip the initial little board there because there's a board, uh, there's a raft right after this temple building, and it's probably easier to just grab this one after taking the artifact. We can take the raft all the way to the Starlit Cove location, which is River Lowlands, and I had it marked on the map initially so you can see it's still visible in our periphery. It's a bit towards the top because it's curving upwards, which is fine. But yeah, this is one of the quicker routes and the quicker ways to get an artifact back into the Starlit Cove. So we'll take the first half of this session to explore Starlit Cove normally, try to get a feel for the surroundings. And after that, we're going to use the little technique we learned at the end of Endless Canyon to get a fresh and more detailed perspective on what we are going to be tackling later. Yeah. Alright, so we'll explore the Starlit Cove now. Let's go. I'm super rusty on this location, so we need to get our footing for this. Okay, we take a quick left and we can see that this thing just ends here. There is nothing here. We can't go there yet. That's because there is a hand right there that's going to light it up. We don't need that at the moment, but since we are exploring Starlit Cove, maybe I'll quickly show you that we can turn it on there. So we go straight. Of course, we can use our artifact to light up candles. This is a pretty huge area with an islet in the center, and that's where we want to go ultimately. But it's a larger area. You can see a lot of lifts. Most of these are not accessible to us, I think. Okay, so we'll light the way. So what we did is we came right in. Okay, from the tower we came right in, and we're going to take a left here. Go down this path. And you can see a door right here, and one of the candles is lit, the other one is not lit. If you light this, it won't open because doors in this alternate world, they open when the lights are off. so we need to extinguish it and extinguish this. Oh, that opens the door. So now if we go inside the door, we'll get to this structure which we can use to light up a section near the tower. So now we have access to a raft. We can use the raft. We can create the raft with that little thing there, and we can navigate through the different locations in the alternate world. So that's one thing that we might need to do at some point maybe, but it's not super critical for this run. Okay, so yeah, this gives lets us have a peek at what's behind the door. Thus, let's us piece it together, because we when we see this, we'll probably be curious enough to go there. Okay, so that is what we have done with the left side. So we came in here, went through here to the left side. If we blow out this candle, this should open up, and you can see a lift here. So this lift will let us, oh, there's a slight shake, which means that the dam has started degrading. I think the panels has started expanding in the original world, so there is a little slight shake in the controller, or a slight sound effect that notifies us of that event happening. Now we go down. So this is at the very end of that left section, and we can go through here and see the islet here. So we need to get through that islet, and once we come down, we take this path. Okay, and here is a little loop that we can do. So this loop will be very helpful when we come down here with the lights off. So we need to really get the lay of the land here. So what happens is, this is a loop. Okay, this is a roundabout kind of thing. So once we land from the lift, which is here, we come down the stairs like this, take a right, then you can see a bridge here. But this bridge also has a section to the right like this, which will allow us to bait the stranger. There will be a stranger waiting somewhere there. So what we would want to do is bait the stranger with our flash, with our artifact focusing, and then pull him back into one of these bridges. So say we go to the left bridge. So we pull him in like this, put the focus on him, and we can just go behind here, put the focus on him again, and then give him the loop. We'll just go. We can't run in this game, which is annoying. And we'll just go around like this while the stranger is walking towards us in that direction. And we don't need to stop at this point. We just run. And we can't go here because we'll have to shut our, conceal our artifact while we move here. But we can't still, like, when the lights are lit up, we can't go because there is a alarm there which will detect us if we try to go past the moat. So if I extinguish it here, this bridge is lit up not with candles but with some sort of internal light, which has to turn off. Otherwise, if we go in like this, the alarm will start detecting us. See? So that's a difficult situation. That is what we want to bypass, because ultimately we want to go into the islet, and inside the islet there is a bit more navigation, which is annoying, but at least the first part is getting through that bridge. So that is our primary objective. So that's the left side of the Starlit Cove. Let's go back up and let's see how to turn off the lights. But before that, maybe we'll quickly look at the rest of the locations again. So here you can see one more door, and there is a hand here. That will let us jump from that location to here. That's what this hand lets us do, right? We at some point we'll be able to go in that location. That is, I think after turning off the lights, we will be going into. I think we can barely see a hand there, right there. But once we reach here, we'll be able to get pulled in here. Turn off the lights. Lights will probably be off. I'm not sure if in the turned off version there is any point in turning on the lights again. And you can see there's a lift there from which a stranger. So that's where the stranger comes from. I think there's a stranger lurking in the shadows there already. So once the lights are turned off, he gets into the lift and goes down to the location where we have to bait him around the loop. So that's the stranger we need to be scared of. And here's a lift. So we'll be coming through this door after we turn off the lights. Okay. And we'll take the lift and do the little loop. Oh, I think I should bring it back up. Yep. Alright. So let's turn on the lights. There is an easy way to get a handle of the surroundings. Handle on the surroundings, but it's kind of a spoiler from Endless Canyon. It's a really useful spoiler. It lets us do things in a much more convenient way than exploring it in this very atmospheric pitch black environment. So I am going to show that right now, and I want everyone to maybe be aware of that hack or knowledge beforehand before watching any further in this video, because I'm going to show you this location in a different perspective right now, and I don't want anyone spoiling themselves. So get to the end of Endless Canyon. If you have trouble navigating through Endless Canyon, I have another video on that, so maybe you can go check that out to see how to reach the end of Endless Canyon. And once you are in the at the end of Endless Canyon, you'll discover something about the world, which will let you see things in a different light, quite literally. So yeah. Okay, so spoilers begin now. We can hear the dam has collapsed and the tower is going to tilt slightly in another 20 seconds maybe. So we'll see that happen real time with the world slightly shifting. Give it some time. As the water rushes in, it's supposed to. Okay, I think we can hear the water rushing in. Did you see that? That is so awesome. Wow. Okay. Alright, so we drop the artifact. This is the spoiler part actually. And we walk away. Okay. So after walking away, you can see that yeah, you can see what you're seeing. I don't want to speculate or give any more information. You can see the strangers walking. See? Look at the goddamn stranger. Okay. You can see the vision cone of the sentry that's watching over the bridge. So now we have a really bright environment to walk around in. Obviously, we can't open or close doors which require light because we don't have the lantern in our hand. We have left the lantern behind far away there. So that is difficult. But you can see the environments. You can see where we can go to. What juking we need to do. Those things are visible to us. And with this, you can get the lay of the land more conveniently, and it's clearer because you can see till the edge of everything. It's not super dark, right? It's very bright, so we can see exactly how things are laid out, where the strangers are, etc. This will be helpful, not just now, because currently we can kind of manage even without this, but later down inside the islet it becomes quite difficult for us to navigate without this sense. At least for me it was super difficult and frustrating because I couldn't do anything with any sort of peace because of the cross proximity of strangers there. So now Now, if you have seen the reel initially, we know how to turn off the lights. And to turn off the lights, what we need to do is I'll retrace my steps so that everyone's clear. So the turn off the lights in the aisle, which is necessary to turn off that sentry there, which is necessary for us to go through the bridge there. So what we need to do is come through the tower, okay? And instead of going to the left, we'll be going to the right. Go to the right here. Nothing here. Keep going to the right. You can hear the stranger's footsteps above. Here also there is a little loop-de-loop we can do with the tree here in case you want to get rid of some pursuers or strangers. Now instead of going up, you can go up. Oh, okay, it pulled me right in. You can go up here to just look around a little bit, and then I think at the end of this we have reached the full circle maybe. Yeah, we have reached the full circle. We are here now. See? So that's interesting. Okay. That is actually the hand that takes us to the left. That's the tower. We have came all the way across in the opposite direction to the exact opposite side, and we have went through the left side earlier and reached that building there. And standing there, we can just warp to the side of that building. Okay. So now we need to go back. We have a hand we can use to go back. And this is the loop-de-loop that I mentioned earlier with the tree. This is a beautiful tree. Okay, and we go down the stairs here. You can light these up if you want. And this is some sort of warning saying don't enter. We'll obviously enter. And if you, yeah, we just kept going down. Okay, we just kept going down. There is nothing in this room. You keep going down. You take a right, which is the only thing available. Then there are two gaps. Both of them lead to the same corridor. See, there's a sentry, and there are two corridors on both sides. So we need to shut our light and just keep walking. That's what I'm doing now. See, if you want, you can just quickly unconceal your light to get a sense of the surroundings. See, sentry is right there. See. Okay, so we are here now. There is a raft here. Okay, if you accidentally put the raft away like this, you can call it back with this. Okay, so you get into the raft, and if you go straight, you will reach a building with some burned. You'll reach a burned building with a telescope and some. Yeah, we'll reach a burned building, another burned building with some something to do with eye. Strangers were clearly pissed at the eye, so they burned everything down here. There is something here which, if you open, you can see some sort of a glade. I don't know what this is. It's very symbolic. Yeah, so there's an eye. We don't need to come to this building. So in one of the reels that you receive, you know that if you go far enough, there's a gap to the left here, which has a hand that will pull us in. So we are just looking. Yeah, see, there is a gap there. You can see it's a pretty clear gap, and it will pull us right in. Okay, so you take the raft from the station, go straight, and keep looking to the right side. When you look to the right side, there is a gap which will take us right in here. And here there's a lift. We'll go inside the lift. Okay, we come out of the lift, and yeah, here, right here is this thing which will let us extinguish the entire place. Oh, you can see the stranger walking actually. Look at that. Amazing. Okay, we extinguish it. Everything's dark. Now we need to rush. So we go down. I think our time's up actually. So we are The tower is crumbling. Oh my god. Okay. So we'll do the rest in the next session. So this time we'll go straight and turn off the lights. Take a left. We should have more than enough time this run since we are not wasting the exploring and familiarizing. We're just going straight to the objective. Right. Okay, we are down here. There are the two paths. Alright. Now we take the raft. We don't need to go fast, we just need to keep looking to the right. See this huge gap here? So that's what's gonna warp us. Okay, we are here. We take the lift up and we can blow out the lights. But before that, maybe we'll just quickly go outside and see where we are. So all conveniently lit up. See, we are on the opposite side here. Very interesting. Okay. So what we would need to do is, once the lights are off, you remember there is a hand right there. So that is that's the tower where we start. Okay. When we go to the left, there is a lift here, right? And there's a gap here in the darkness, and we need to walk across this plank, okay, and warp to that hand there because there's darkness here. And once you are warped there, you have to quickly go into the lift, go down, and that's where we are going to loop the stranger. Then we are going to rush towards the islet. The bridge will be unlit, so there won't be any lights there. We might have to flash our artifact couple of times to just check our way, but other than that it should be fine. Okay, I really like the atmosphere and the music playing here. It's so great. Okay, now we turn off the lights. You can hear them screaming. This is the thing, we can jump across like this. Okay, it should be fine. You can see a couple of strangers going to their pose, but we are to go to the very edge of this ledge after jumping off. Wow, so we jumped off from there. Okay, we just jumped from there to this ledge, to this pathway here. We walked towards the end. There's a lift here which we don't care about, and here we can warp to the opposite direction. See, opposite side. And if we want, we can place our artifact now and then just walk forward and just get a lay of the land with a little hack. We don't need it right now. We can go back and pick it up. It's quite dark right now without any lights, so it's really difficult for us to see anything. You need to go down, and this is really tense. Like even doing now, I'm just very tense. I haven't played this quite some time, and this is the bridge. We need to give the loop to the stranger here. You can see the stranger here. See, bait him in. Be ready to turn and run. Okay, he's in the bridge. So we just run like this. Like this. Now we need to keep flashing our light, otherwise Yeah, just keep flashing your light so that we have a easy path to islet. Okay, we are going down, down. Okay, we are in the islet. Now this is very stressful, this coming part. Because in this room, there are two doors to the side. I'm going to place my artifact right here. Okay, the very edge of the very bottom of the stairs that we came in through. So I'm going to place it right here, my artifact, and I'm just going to walk around to see what it looks like. I'm going straight up, okay, straight forward. Okay, now we can see what the room looks like. So without this, it is super difficult to navigate this room. So it's a symmetric room. Once you come down the stairs, there are doors to left and right. So you can take the right path here. You can see there is a left path also coming down, exactly the same. And there are two levels to this little room here. We just need to get to the end of the room there. You can see that room there, right? That's all where we need to get to. The problem is there are two bridges to get to that end. So there's a bridge here. I don't want them noticing us. Let's move back. And there's a bridge at the end here. So there are two bridges. Problem is we need to bait these strangers out of this bridge so that we can navigate through them. Okay, so that is a tricky part. I haven't done it in a proper way yet, so I think I'm also going to discover it now. We are going to bait them towards this section. Okay, let's bait them, and once they are here, we are going to run around and go here and go through the bridge. If you fall off the bridge, you're going to go into this bottom section, which is annoying to get out of, because we can go into the bottom room in a different way. If you let me retrace the steps just in case people are confused. We have come down here. There are two or three, okay, it seems like there are two or three levels down, you can see. And we come down here, and you can go again down here and step the steps down to see the bottom section. There are a bunch of photos here, nothing else. You can see the strangers walking on the bridge. If we fall down from the bridge above, we land in this room and it'll be a nightmare to get out. Like we have to go all the way back up the stairs. You have to understand this place is pitch black. You can't see anything. You can see like 2 feet in front of you if you have your lantern unconcealed. Unless you focus, you can't see anything forward. So what we need to do is going to be, even though this room is just all that there is, it's quite tricky to do. That door is where we need to go. Once we are in through that door, everything should be smooth sailing. Okay, so we will trace the steps now to exactly do what we want to do. We don't want to bait both of them together. That's going to be another insane nightmare to get out of. I've never been in these rooms. I guess this lift is the one that brings these strangers back in. Okay, that is in the symmetric section here. Okay, so let's be very clear about what we are going to do. Okay, we are back at the artifact at the base of the stairs. Okay, this is the stairs we came in through. We put the artifact down and walk straight. Okay, and once we reach down the stairs, you can use your artifact to focus left and right to see the doors. We are not in danger at the moment. We go in, go down, stick to the right. For now, maybe we'll use the right section, and we will bait the stranger this way. We'll focus the light here and bait the stranger this way. Let the stranger come to you. Focus your light on the left side and go around this pillar. We'll keep focusing the light, and then we'll jump down, and we'll go down to the right side and go through the bridge, because the stranger should be ideally somewhere here at this point chasing us down. Okay, so that's going to be our strategy. We are going to stick to the right side. Don't worry about these stairs. These stairs are actually for us to climb back up if we fall down through the fall down from the bridge to the bottom room. This is a way for us to climb back up and be super confused at that point. At that point, it's kind of lost. Okay, if you fell down the stairs and you are bumbling through the darkness, then it's pretty much over. So okay, let's go for our run. It's obviously very stressful. You go down straight, you take a right, okay, you come down, you stick to the right side, but don't go into this door. Okay, maybe right side was not the best option because this door is in the way. And we stick here and we bait the stranger. Let him come to us. Okay, he's coming. We're just going to go around the pillar, down here, go to the bridge, across the bridge, and we are safe. That's all we need to know. Seems there's a sentry here, so we need to keep flashing our lights. And we need the lantern because we need to use the lift like this. Okay? And we'll be going down. That's all there is to it. I'll pause the video now so that I don't spoil what's coming next. But that is the whole thing.